Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ballin, and I'm back at it again with another Madden 22 franchise video. Back again with the Detroit Lions. We're going up against the Packers, and yes, someone has actually decided to take the Packers in this franchise, so there is a user on that team now. So that 0-1 loss is not his. That is a forced win to the CPU. So let's just go ahead and get into this menu, and then let's go ahead and get into the game, all right? So first off, this be bang. I'm going to challenge him. I've never done that before, but I'm gonna do it. Under 75 yards for Devante Adams. Okay. Say no more. I'll get it done. I'll run man and put Perry Nickerson on him the whole time. Actually, that might not work because he has Valdez Scantling, so I'm going to have to be in zone the whole time. Okay, let's see. Panay. I'm just going to mainly work on pass protecting because it's the main thing I do, you know? And with this line being not as great as they could be, it just means I need that to just constantly be getting better. +1 speed, let's go. I should have done receiving back. That was dumb. Because I want to get matchup nightmare for him. So that was definitely a waste. Anyways, let's just go ahead and take a look at his team. Aaron Rodgers, of course. Aaron Jones. Devante. Oh, he has Scantling on the bench? There's no way. I will put Randall Cobb on the bench for sure. So see, even if I did put it by overall, I mean by speed, Nickerson would go on someone else. And then the other two would get guarded. So I think I am going to do it by speed. And then man up. And then I should be able to lock up Devante Adams. Let's see what the D line is looking like. Corners. He has Eric Stokes on the bench. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I might ask him if he would trade him. No cap. I just sent this man a message asking if he would trade Valdez Scantling or Eric Stokes. So, like he'll most likely say no because he's gonna be like, why does he want him so bad? But like, imagine I have two 95 speed DBs on my team. No one will be able to pass on me, and then I can make something work with any wide receiver. All I need is a little bit of speed, and I'm good. So, okay, cool. Let's just go ahead and let you see the lineup real quick. So Swift is superstar now, and I made him superstar as well. I think I already showed this actually. So. Yeah, we're good. Let's just go ahead and get into the game.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On play action. Now Rodgers. He gets this to Devante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check. Take 30.
Now it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Pass, catch, first down for Tunyon. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-0. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Steps away to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Buying time to his left. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff throwing again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Goff on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked 2. Instead, it's 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Seibert's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now it's gone. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running is Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Swift. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Trinity Benson there to make the grab. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And now here is another interception.
interception. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he's got this down to the 35.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking and the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, Didn't get much more than that.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And he stopped immediately there. Zadarius Smith, second-team All-Pro last year, in on the tackle. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right, just like that, we've got another dub under our belts. And another shutout. Like, I think in the past 4 games, like, I think I've had, like, 3 or 4 shutouts in the past few games that I've posted. So we're doing super nice, and I like it. Bobby Price is doing exactly what it is that I wanted him to do. This is why I don't focus on the overall, focus on the speed, because I feel like they're just going to do what it is I tell them to do. So I just need him to do it as fast as possible. Benson got a touchdown. That was a dope play too in the back of the end zone, man. That was beautiful. Javin White, we just going to turn you into the speed rushing monster. The speed Russian monster, and then give him a single upgrade in finesse. That's cold. But it's all good. 38-0. Look, we scored 38 points last game too. That's funny. It sound right, boy. Definitely credit the players. I want the ratings boost. Yes. Give me the players boost. That's what's going to help me win more games. Oh, and I ended up holding Adams to 75 yards, like I said. Yo, how crazy was it that he had Adams lined up in the tight end position, but it wasn't in his depth chart? That was really weird. But even with that huge mismatch, he ended up not taking advantage of it. So I don't think he even realized that it was happening, so I ain't even going to trip. But yeah, we're sitting 2-0. Leading the division. Let's keep it rolling. Catch you in the next one. Peace.